All right. So welcome to this energizing flow to either start your morning or to give you a little bit of an energy boost as you finish out the rest of your day. So you want to come to the top of your mat and your feet will be hip width apart here. So just grounding yourself here, lifting up your toes, pressing through the balls of the feet, the outer edges of the feet, the heels, and then just lifting up through your arches. So you can feel those points of contact between the earth beneath you and the soles of your feet. And then dropping the toes down to the mat, soften through your knees, and think of stacking your ribs right above your pelvis. Extend the fingertips down towards the mat. The palms are facing forward. You can roll the shoulders around a few times here to just relax the shoulders, soften the jaw. You can close the eyes here just to center. So just being aware of those press points, the bottoms of the feet, and then drawing a line of energy up through the crown of the head. So it's like you're trying to lengthen your body in two directions here. Good. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through either the mouth or the nose. 2 more breaths. Nice, deep, even inhales and exhales. 1 more time. Good, and then bringing the palms together at the heart, you'll shoot your fingertips up towards the ceiling and then extend the arms out as you circle the arms around and down, bringing the hands back together, pressing the palms together, back in front of the heart. 1 more time, shooting the fingertips up towards the sky, circle the arms around and down. Press the palms back together at the bottom and then bringing the hands back through the heart center 1 more time. Lifting and lengthening from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of the head. Palms come back together and then pressing them together right in front of the heart. Softly blinking your eyes open as we come into the breath of joy. So the breath of joy is 3 inhales in through the nose and 1 exhale out of the mouth. So there's some arm movements with this. As you inhale 1/3 of the way, the arms come forward with the palms facing together. You inhale 2/3 of the way, the arms come out to the side. You inhale all the way, the arms rise up with the palms facing together. And then as you exhale, you hinge forward at the waist, bring the hands down to the shins, but keep the chest lifted here. And then again, you come back into your inhale through the nose 1/3 of the way. Inhale through the nose 2/3 of the way. Inhale all the way, and then exhale. Good. So you're inhaling through the nose, through the nose, through the nose, and exhale. Good. We'll do that 3 more times. We'll pick up the speed just a little bit. One more time. Good. This time, slowly roll it all the way back up to standing. Circle the arms up. Palms meet together at the top. And then exhale the hands down through the heart center as we come into our flow here. So again, just dropping those palms down so the palms are facing forward, arms are by the side here. Good, take a deep breath in, the arms rise up and overhead. You'll bend your knees and allow your arms to just float forward, releasing your hands down towards the mat and then to the shins. As you halfway lift and lengthen through your spine, gently pressing the hands into the shins, draw the crown of your head forward, and you can slowly start to straighten the knees here. Good, exhale, release your head down, bend through your knees as you need to, and then sweep the arms all the way up and overhead as you stand all the way up. Good, palms come together at the top, and exhale the hands to the heart center. Good, we'll do that again. Circle the arms down, around, and up. Bend through your knees, float the arms forward, dropping them down. Bend your knees, hands to your shins. Halfway lift and lengthen. Draw the crown of your head forward, straighten your knees just a tad. Exhale, releasing your head down. Bending your knees a little deeper. Press through your heels, stand it all the way up. Palms come together at the top. And exhale the hands through the heart center. One last time, circle those arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward at the waist, hands to shins. Halfway lifting and lengthening, drawing the head and the heart forward. And then exhale, take your hands down to the mat, step your feet back into downward facing dog here. So you're hugging your triceps into your heart. You can pedal the feet back and forth here as you're pressing through your hands, through your ribs, and lifting your pelvis up towards the ceiling here. Your knee or your heels do not have to touch the mat. So bending one knee and then the other. We'll do that 2 more times here, or 2 more breaths. Good, take a nice breath in, look towards the top of your mat, rise up onto the balls of your feet, and begin to walk your feet up towards your hands, bending at your knees as you need to. Once your feet reach the level of your hands, take the hands to the shins, halfway lift, draw the crown of the head forward. Exhale, release the head down as you fold forward. Bend your knees a little deeper, push through your heels, stand it all the way up, circle the arms up, palms come together, and exhale the hands to the heart center. Good. Again, circle the arms up. Big breath. Exhale, fold it forward, bend your knees as you need to, hands to shins, drop the head. Halfway lift, lengthen through your spine, draw the crown of the head forward. Breathing out, plant your hands on your mat, step your feet back into plank this time. So the shoulders are over top of the wrist, trying to keep the pelvis in line with the triceps here. Dropping your knees down to the mat, and then release your chest down right in between the hands. One long line with the torso. Release the forehead down. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Squeeze your elbows and your shoulders back as you gently lift up into cobra. Good. Release your forehead down. This time, take your hands off to the sides of your mat. You're on your fingertips. So imagine you have little cupcakes underneath of your hands. Draw your elbows back and imagine that you're trying to peel your torso up and off of your mat. And then exhale. Melt your torso back down into the mat. Lifting through your kneecaps, press the tops of the thighs and the feet. Inhale, peel your chest up. Let those elbows draw back, squeeze the shoulders back, and then release it down. One more time. Nice big breath up. And then exhale, release it down. Sliding your hands back to either side of your chest, thumbs in line with your nipples here, tucking your toes, pushing your hips back towards your heels, and then lifting your knees to come into downward facing dog here. We'll hold for 3 breaths. Lengthening the spine in both directions here. So think of lengthening from your ribs to your wrists and from your ribs to your pelvis. You can keep the knees slightly bent here. One more breath. Good. Take a nice breath in. You can step your feet together if you like, and then floating the right heel up towards the ceiling here. Keep your back knee and toe pointing down. And as you exhale, draw your knee into your chest, into a tiger pose or plank pose here. So let your shoulders shift over top of the wrist here. Inhale, take the heel back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest for 2. And then one more time. Inhale, take the heel up. And then exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step your foot in between your hands. If you need to, if your foot doesn't come all the way forward, grab onto your ankle, draw your foot forward, lengthen through your spine, and lift yourself up here, pressing through that right foot and the ball of the left heel. Lift that back kneecap up and away from the mat, and then draw the belly in here. Good, we're holding for 3. So as much as you can, keeping that right knee over the right ankle. It can go a little forward, maybe a little back. You get to decide here. And then float the arms down by your sides. Good, inhale, take the arms up. And then exhale them down. Good, one more time. Inhale, the arms come up. This time, shift your torso forward as if you were trying to make one long line from that back heel all the way up to your fingertips. Take your left tricep to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the palms together. And if this is too much for you, you can always drop the back knee down to the mat if you like. Press the palms together. Stack the knees. Keep the head in line with the spine so you can look down towards your mat, or you can turn to look towards the right side of your mat. One more breath here. As you inhale, lift your torso up and away from your thighs, spin back to the center. Hands are at the heart center. Shoot your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale your hands down to frame your front foot. Stepping it back into your plank pose. Hold it here for a breath. Drop the knees down. Slowly lower the chest. One long line. Release the forehead. Press the tops of the thighs and the feet into the mat. Lift the kneecaps. Hands are right on either side of the chest. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders back. Looking right towards the top of your mat. Release the head down. Slide the hands off to either side of your mat. You're on your fingertips here. Lift the palms of the hands. Gently peel yourself up as you inhale. And then exhale, take it down. 2 more times. Nice and slow at your own pace. Just engaging through the legs, engaging through the buttocks. Good, releasing yourself down. Hands slide to either side of the chest. Tuck the toes. Shift the hips back. Lift through the knees. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So just being aware of those lines of energy. Notice the breath. Elbows are hugging in towards the heart. And just allow yourself to feel this stillness here for one more breath. Good. Big breath in. Look towards the top of your mat. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. We're going to walk the feet forward here. Bend at your knees as you need to. The hands come to the shins. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release your hands and head down. Bend your knees a little deeper. Circle those arms up and around. Palms come together at the top. And then the hands come right through the heart center. Good. Circle those arms up and around. Bend your knees. Float those arms forward. Come into your forward fold as you hinge here, hands to shins. Halfway lift and lengthen through the spine. Plant your hands on your mat. Step it back into your plank pose. We'll do the left side here. So dropping the knees. Nice long line from the knees to the crown of the head. Squeeze your elbows in as you lower yourself down. Good. Cobra pose here. Press the tops of the thighs and the feet down into the mat. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders back. And then exhale, release it down. Take the fingertips off to the side of the mat. Peel yourself up as you inhale. And allow yourself to sink back down. 2 more breaths. Good. Release the head down. Slide the hands back to either side of the chest. Tuck the toes. Push your buttocks back towards your heels. And then lift the knees up here. Downward facing dog. Good. Just feeling that flow of energy through the body. From the hands all the way down to the feet. 2 more breaths. Good. Take a big breath in. The left heel floats up towards the ceiling. You can always step those feet together first if you like. Back knee and toe point down. And then as you breathe out, draw the knee into the chest. Allow the shoulders to shift over top of the wrist. Good. Inhale, float that heel back up. Exhale, knee into the chest, shoulders shift forward. 1 more time. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Remember, you can always grab it and pull it forward if you need to. Lengthen through your spine. Stay on the ball of the back foot, rising up. Use the strength of your legs here. Lift through that back kneecap so you're pushing your heel to the back of the mat here. And just being mindful of the alignment of your front knee and what feels the most comfortable for you. Float those arms up. We're holding here for 3 breaths. Keep both of your hip points facing towards the front of the mat. So imagine you're trying to scissor your inner thighs together here. Good. Float the arms down. And then inhale them up. Good. 2 more times. Keep squeezing those inner thighs together. On this last one, inhale, float those arms up. And then hinge forward at the waist here. Make that long line from your heel to fingertips. Good. Keep lifting that back kneecap. Then bring your right tricep to the outside of the left thigh. Remember, you can always drop the back knee down if you need to. Press the palms together and lift your torso up and away from your thigh here. So try to create some space and length throughout the spine. Good. Keep grounding down through your feet and lifting up from the torso and the crown of the head. Take a big breath in. Come back to the center. So untwist yourself. Hands come to the heart. And then shoot the fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale the hands down on either side of the front foot. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Good. Cobra here. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders back. Keep the head in line with the spine. Big breath out. Take the fingertips off to the side of the mat. 3 breaths as you lift yourself. And then undulate the spine back down. 2 more. And last one. Just releasing the head down. Slide the hands back to either side of the chest. Push the hips back towards the heels for child's pose here. Take the knees as wide as is comfortable for you. Allow the elbows to come out to the sides of the mat. Release the forehead down. If your head doesn't touch, you can take a pillow, a blanket, or a block underneath the head. Or you can always bring the hands back towards the feet. 5 breaths. Just being aware of the press points of the body, what parts of the body are pressing down into the mat. Being aware of the flow of the breath through the body, the flow of prana. Two more breaths. then sliding your hands back to either side of your chest, pushing yourself up onto all fours. Walk your hands forward to bring yourself into reverse Shavasana here. So you're lying on your front. Turn your head to one side, bring the hands and the arms back to your sides, palms facing up. 5 breaths. Noticing the flow of the breath, the flow of energy through the body. One more breath. And then turning your head to the other side, resting your cheek on the mat for 5 breaths. One more breath. And then beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circling your wrists and your ankles. You can reach your arms up and overhead. Bring your forehead to the mat, just stretching your body, interlacing your fingers. Creating length along the spine throughout the body. Good, one more deep breath in and out. And then sliding the hands back to either side of the chest, pushing yourself back, hips to heels. And just bringing the palms together in front of the heart, giving gratitude, blessings, and thanks for this day and for this life. Hopefully you feel a bit more energized. You're feeling that prana flowing through the body. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again next week. Have a wonderful day.